On the second day of his visit to Abu Dhabi, rousing welcome awaits Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Dubai on the second leg of his UAE visit. Prime Minister Modi will address the Indian community at the Dubai Cricket Ground, where over 50,000 expatriates are expected to be present. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will take a tour of Masdar City. It is a planned city project in Abu Dhabi. The Prime Minister will also hold a business meeting, after which he'll hold talks with His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, over lunch. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Abu Dhabi yesterday. Prime Minister Modi began his two-day trip to the UAE by visiting the historic Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, a key place of worship in the UAE and known as a masterpiece of Islamic architecture. Prime Minister described the mosque as a fine example of human achievement and unity. Expecting positive outcomes from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the UAE, Confederation of Indian Industry has hoped that the visit will help attract more funds from the Gulf nation into India's infrastructure sector. CII said that with the UAE transforming itself into a knowledge-based economy, India summoned Pakistan High Commissioner Abdul Basit yesterday and conveyed its strong protest and anger over unprovoked firing by Pakistani troops and systematic targeting of civilian population along the LOC, as shelling has left 6 persons dead in 2 days. Basit was formally told that Pakistan government needed to take necessary steps to ensure that the Pakistan military does not undermine peace and tranquility along the international border and the line of control. Falling prices of Chinese currency yuan and oversupply of crude in the US markets have pushed the already sluggish crude oil prices to 6-year low of $48 per barrel. The drop in prices will benefit India as India spends major portion of its foreign exchange reserve for oil imports. Pakistan's Punjab Province Home Minister Shuza Khanzada was assassinated along with 8 others when a suicide bomber blew himself up at his house in Shadikal village in Attock district yesterday. At least 17 people were also injured in the blast. The condition of 3 injured persons is stated to be critical. Sri Lanka will vote today to elect the 225-strong parliament. Most seats will be decided in multi-member districts where voters can pick 3 names from a party list. The main contest is between Rajapaksa's Sri Lanka Freedom Party and Premier Ranil Wickremesinghe's United National Party, which formed a minority government after Rajapaksa was ousted in January. Tens of thousands of demonstrators gathered across Brazil on Sunday to call for the impeachment of President Dilma Rousseff, whom they blame for a vast corruption scandal and the economy's worst slump in a quarter century. Less than a year into her tumultuous second term, the president's support has dwindled to single digits in recent polls, while 2 in 3 support calls for her impeachment. At least 4 people were killed after 2 small planes collided in mid-air on Sunday morning, 2 miles from a San Diego airport. The crash occurred at around 11 a.m. when a twin engine collided with a single engine over an area northwest of Brownfield in San Diego. Crews continued on Sunday to search for residents and firefighters believed trapped in debris after the massive warehouse explosions in North China's Xinjiang this week. A total of 112 bodies have been found and 95 people, including 85 firefighters, remain missing after the blast at a warehouse for hazardous chemicals that rocked the port city Wednesday night. An aircraft with 54 people on board crashed in Indonesia's remote and mountainous region on Sunday, the latest in a string of aviation disasters in the Southeast Asian nation. The airliner went missing early on Sunday after it lost contact with the ground control during a short flight in the country's easternmost province. The wreckage of the plane has been found in the remote western Papua region. Saina Nehwal's quest to become the first Indian world champion in badminton ended in heartbreak as she lost in straight games to title holder Carolina Marin in the summit showdown of the mega event in Jakarta. The world number 2 Indian went down 16-21, 19-21. Premier League club Manchester City has laid down a significant early marker by beating Chelsea 3-0 at the Etihad Stadium. Aguero opened the scoring at the 31st minute while Kompany scored at the 79th minute. Not long after Eden Hazard was given a yellow card, Fernandinho sealed a win. Swiss teenager Belinda Bencic capped a fairy tale run to the Rogers Cup title on Sunday when a distressed second seed Simona Halep was forced to retire from the final, trailing 7-6, 6-7, 3-0. Bencic needed early to hours and 30 minutes on a sweltering center court to see off a determined Halep and claim the biggest title of her young career, putting down a marker as a player to watch at the US Open.